today. Not going to be a very long video, but I felt like when we played NC State as well as Wake Forest, we were the better team. I felt like first half we let a lot of points linger around. We should have got, and we should have got those like we should have got against LSU. Came out the second half, didn't adjust. I don't think we were very aggressive. I think they kind of mentally pumped the brakes, playing but not playing aggressive and playing to win. I thought they played, but they allowed NC State to get back in the game and gain confidence. Very disappointed in the loss. Losing to Wake Forest and losing to NC State should never be tolerated in Tallahassee. I know we're building. I know we're in building mode, but eventually you have to win these games. And again, second week in a row, you're playing against a team that you're not better than on paper. You're actually better than in the game, and you allow them to stick around. I thought, like I say, the first half we were doing things our way to win. All of a sudden in the second half, it's like we came out and just one attacking. There's some questionable calls in the game, questionable plays. For the most part, I really thought we should have won that game. We really should be undefeated at this point, but you're really looking at being at least 5-1. So I understand there is progress made with the team, but when you're losing to Wake Forest, you're losing to NC State, you really haven't made progress. This is not a young program. This is not a team that's trying to find itself. This is a program that's been to the mountaintop before. This is the program where the standard is set. This is the trailblazing program. So we don't give out free passes. There are no more victories between last year and this year to the schedule thus far. We should have more wins. Just my opinion. I do think Coach Norvell is coaching and players are playing hard. But there's a difference between getting it done and trying. And we're not trying. We need to get it done. So simply put, y'all let me know what y'all feel and think. Again, we got running backs. We got an offensive line. I mean, we have experience at quarterback. We have a young guy behind him, and then we got the next best thing at third string. Obviously, I don't have a problem with the kicker. He's just got to continue to grow, continue to develop, continue to be coached. But I was just disappointed in the outcome, being that we went the halftime up, came out in the second half and couldn't make the plays to win the ball game. There's an old adage, you don't score, you win. So if your defense plays lights out in the second half, you win the game. But again, in this modern age of football, you got to have some ball control. You got to be able to convert points to give that defense rest and continue to stack on the lead. But it is what it is. The game's over. Still kind of not feeling good about it because I know the potential of this team, and I really thought this is a year we could be first or second in the Atlantic and maybe contend for the ACC championship. But we still got a lot to play for. Second straight loss in October. Hopefully we can continue to work through that and get back on the winning stride and get back to play Florida State football. I said this before. I kind of thought we got lucky against LSU. We left a lot of points. We made a lot of mistakes in that game, and obviously it came back to bite us. Really our best game of the season so far, not counting the first game, because you shouldn't really count that. That was expected, but was Louisville. Louisville was able to come out with a second-string quarterback, execute, play at a high level, and win. And we should have been able to do that. Definitely at Doak Campbell and Carter Finley. I know Carter Finley cost us in 2012. I know 1998 we come in with the number 2 ranked team in the country. Winky hits Ward, and he proceeds to throw 6 or 7 interceptions, and we didn't get that game done, being ranked number 2 in the country. But we won out and still made the national championship, and should have won the national championship even with Marcus Alston. But that's neither here or there. I know fans are frustrated. A lot of people are just believing. I don't definitely think the coach is going to be fired, but I definitely think as a team we got to do better. We got to adjust better. We got to be more aggressive. Just my opinion. I thought there were some questionable calls. going for it in certain situations, which is kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. We had our chance to win the ball game. We should have kicked the field goal. We should have ran, to me, should have ran it a couple of times, kicked the field goal. I don't mind going for the juggler, but again, nothing against Michael Pittman, but you got a 6'7" wide receiver. If you're going to throw the deep bomb in the end zone, you think you throw it to the 6'7" guy who you have the matchup in your favor. Other than that, I hope we grow from this. Everything's still in front of us, opportunity to still finish the regular season 10-2, maybe 9-3, get a chance to win a bowl game. So everything's in front of us still as far as building, but we're probably out of the ACC race and we're definitely out of the playoff race. So hopefully the guys can stay motivated, find something to do. So I just wanted to cover my thoughts on the Wake Forest game. Not going to hold y'all very long. Obviously it's disappointing, definitely disappointing to lose to Wake Forest and NC State back-to-back weeks when you were the better team. And I know people will talk about Wake Forest, NC State having 4th and 5th year guys, 6th year guys. Still, we were the more talented team, we were the better team. We just got to put it all together and play together. It's got to be coaching, it's got to be players, it's got to be scheme, fit, execution. I know people will jump on the offensive line, but honestly, if your offensive line gives you 2.5 seconds, you got to make it go. They can't hold, they can't block forever. It's just impossible with the game and the way the athletes are today. So hopefully we can get some of those little issues corrected and hopefully come out in the second half, be a lot better against Clemson and get this W and finally end the streak at 6 in a row and get back on track. So hopefully we get it done. Seminole Nation, I hope we can turn things around and get back to where we need to be, where we want to be. Our coach is in his 3rd year. Florida State recruiting budget is at top 10 nationally, maybe top 7, top 5. Our operating costs are right there, tops in the ACC, tops in the country. So we just got to put it together and execute and get it done as a team, as an organization, as a fan base, as alumni, boosters and supporters. We all got to get it done and hopefully become better. Again, Doak Campbell, 90,000, raised the north end zone. I know administration's glad I'm not calling and bugging them every day about that. Don't shrink the stadium, shrink the capacity. We just got to get it done. So you guys have a wonderful day. I'll get back with you later, and go Noles.